See where this goes.
Holidays.
Holidays traditions essentially is what I changed it to.
So like holiday traditions.
It just how you could have a tradition on a holiday. So I kind of thought traditions would be more inclusive to things. It kind of makes it a little more broad to where it's not just like specifically American holidays. It can be something that you guys do once a year. It doesn't even have to be for a holiday, but it's just something tradition wise.
Did you guys ever like when you got married and started having a family? Did you ever like think, oh, I should start some traditions? Like you intentionally thought that?
Yeah. You got two phases, right? It's like I'm gonna try to bring some of my family's tradition into my new family, which I did that. So like, example would be watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation the night of Thanksgiving is a family tradition that started with my family, and now my family now does the same tradition. And then there's new traditions that are completely new to just you and your wife and the family that you've created, the little pocket you've created. And yes, we're cognizant of some of those as we attempted to start them, but some of them fall apart in a fiery pit of flames. But other ones just organically happen, which is nice.
Yeah. So let's start there with the when we first became a family. I was like, I want to do pumpkin carving. Like This is one of my favorite things. Like it's artistic. You can actually like use the pumpkin seeds. Like there's a lot of things that you can use the resources of in pumpkin carving. So I was like, I really want to do this. So first year I got 4 pumpkins, sat everybody down. Which, stencil do you want to do? Everybody gets their own like little poker. And it was a lot of fun. But the problem I saw over the years
was they were 9 months old.
Yes, this was my tradition.
You should not give a poker to a 9-month-old.
So now they have like 3 eyes collectively between the two of them. I found myself having to do so much of the poking that like it became a job. That like we no longer do pumpkin carving because Daddy doesn't want to carve 4 pumpkins.
Every husband goes through this,
Can we have a dump, like a sound button that just says "That's what she said" and see how many times we can hit that show? That 100% needs to happen. Like just like a sound button. That's what she said.
Does anyone have a soundboard? Do you have a soundboard, Alex?
No, but that's a computer. I mean,
it's super easy to do.
A button.
We probably could look it up right now.
Got a computer in front of me, and I got.
We're all super lazy. I actually had an app on my phone a long time that was a soundboard app.
Yeah, so we could do that for sure.
Yeah.
We should do a Beer Daddy jingle. There's a lot of things. Now that we're talking about it,
why do we not have a soundboard?
We need a soundboard. We need a breathy soundboard.
Yeah. Can we just have a sound of Jordan's like breath? Like
that's what I mean.
Okay,
that's
good.
I
thought
you don't need a soundboard for that. Apparently, it just happens.
Oh yeah, so the tradition of pumpkin carving doesn't happen anymore, but I figure it will come back at some point when they're old enough to wield a knife. Maybe. Do you think? Sure. You guys tell me.
Yeah. No. If you try to force traditions on your children, that never ends up working out well. It just kind of needs to happen.
What about a non-holiday tradition? Something that doesn't revolve around a day of the year that's like commercial,
like Taco Tuesday or Pizza Fridays.
Yeah, whatever. Movie night. Go into In-N-Out on a certain day. Is there like is there medieval times once a year? Renaissance fair.
That got aggressive.
It did. That escalated quickly.
Really, really aggressive. Yeah, a lot of our non-holiday traditions revolve around my wife being a teacher and when she's off for the summer. So when she's off for the summer, then all of a sudden the traditions start to kick in. So every Saturday we go to the pool in the summertime. That's a tradition. We're going to eat lunch at the pool. We're going to spend 3 hours of our day on Saturday at the pool. And that kind of organically happened because both my boys love the pool, which is great because my wife and I were lifeguards when we grew up. So we both love the pool. But in that same vein, they will never, ever, ever do swim team. And we've tried to get them into that. And both my wife and I did swim team and they want no part of that family tradition.
Is it because it's so aggressive?
I think if I'm being honest with myself. The genes,
As you should.
Right? The gene pool for my wife was much stronger than my gene pool. I don't know what happened in there. I don't know if it was like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot or paper, rock, scissors, but mine lost quite a few battles. So they are very right-brained, scientific, mathematic, very strategic. And the aggression gene and the uber competitive type A gene missed the mark a little bit, which is not a bad thing at all. It's actually a really good thing and will probably lead to a happier, healthier, more stable life for my boys, which is great. Instead of the insanity tornado hellhole that is what happens inside of my head.
I'm sure they'll be happy being in last. I have no doubt, not having that competitive edge.
There is no last anymore. There is no last.
Everybody gets a trophy.
The internal rage is just bubbling. Yeah, sorry.
We have a tradition in the summers, and it's going to like Hurricane Harbor and Six Flags and waiting in line for food and ice cream. And we do that every single summer. That's kind of our thing that like has to happen. And the boys love it as well. It's a water park. It's down the street, so you can't lose there. So that's one of our summer traditions that we do that doesn't revolve around holidays. Jordan, do you have any?
We do have some traditions. I think as far as a summer tradition, my wife and I don't see things the same way. So she's the pumpkin carver. I'm the one who sits out. I'm the I'm no fun. She'll take the kids to the pool all the time. See, hey, and here's the problem: is that for her, it's not like a tradition. It's not like I could get on board with like the every Saturday is pool day, but she takes them to the pool all the time. It's just all the time. It's just like. Or the science museum or the children's museum. Like she just wants to do all the time.
How often do you hear this phrase, Jordan?
Yeah.
We're creating memories for our children.
Oh, always.
Sure.
Always. Oh, and she feels like a failure if she hasn't.
Yeah.
And I have to keep reminding her, like, no, like it's not, like take a breath. It's all right if you didn't, get your checklist done.
Sure. I want to approach this topic in a second. As soon as I chastise Anna in the comments, I will mute you, Anna. I will mute you. She said, "Go Braves." Yeah, I actually have that discussion a lot with my wife on creating memories for your children and what you actually remember as a children. And there, what is that movie with Joy or whatever, the animated
Inside
movie?
Out.
Inside Out, yes, where you have those like core memories.
Mm-hmm.
I holistically believe that theory. There's like 5 to 10 core memories that you have an opportunity to infuse into your children's brains between like the ages of 1 and 8. And that's all you get. That's all you get. And those little Saturday trips to the museum are fantastic, and it's great for development and it's great for bonding. But it's not going to be a core memory.
All right.
So don't feel bad about yourself, Jordan.
I don't.
Good.
Those things sound like a lot of fun, though. Like, is it like
they are? And I try to tell my wife, like, I try to tell her, hey, yeah, because she started kind of leaving me out. She would just plan things without me.
Because
and I was like, no, I want to be invited. Like,
right,
I want.
You just don't want to go.
I probably won't go, but maybe once in a while I will.
It's tough like that because she's reading the room that says like you don't want to go, so I don't want to.
Yeah, she can only ask so many times, Jordan. She can only be turned down so many times before she's just going to start asking. Stop asking.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then she does. And then pretty soon the kids are like, "Oh, we had a great time at the museum," and I'm like, "Oh, I missed out on a core memory, maybe."
Potentially, it could have been their first T-Rex skeleton they ever saw. And that got them onto the path of watching Jurassic Park. And then all of a sudden, they're archaeologists. And you're raising little Indiana Jones over there. And you could have been a part of that core memory. But no, sir. You were at home watching NFL Ticket on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, doing a TikTok, you know. I made a core memory with all my kids about TikTok now. I gotta like backtrack. Can you erase a core memory?
Yes, a lot of drinking.
I don't like where this conversation's headed.
Do you guys feel like my wife and I disagree on this a bit because she holds like holidays, like she wants to celebrate on the day,
Sure.
right? But sometimes that just doesn't work out nowadays. We're so busy, and it's sometimes it's like, hey, it's okay to celebrate the thing. Like you can celebrate that thing anytime, really. Like it's not really about the day. It's about just kind of celebrating the thing. But she is kind of stuck on like, hey, Christmas is on Christmas, Thanksgiving is on Thanksgiving, and you know, birthdays are on birthdays.
Easter is on Easter. You forgot that one.
Yeah, you could have named off all the holidays there, Jordan. Yeah, there's a phrase called holding holidays hostage, which is really big right now, especially this time of the year with Thanksgiving and Christmas in a ongoing battle where people are holding the holidays hostage, saying, I am not going to, allow you to celebrate Christmas until we've gotten past Thanksgiving as the Lord intended.
Right.
So
this is a personal one.
is this what your wife is doing, or
I feel like this is what you go through each season with Thanksgiving.
no.
No?
I mean I can walk down my street right now and there are 6 houses that already have Christmas lights on right now.
If you're smart, you should just decorate your house on Halloween as like Christmas intended, and then that way you can take down your Halloween decorations, and then the Christmas ones you leave up. So I feel like you should double up on Halloween. Like put up the lights, but don't turn them on.
So yeah, double up. Yeah. What a great tactic.
Right.
So we actually do put up lights for Halloween though, but Halloween lights.
Right. So I guess there's the rub in that theory. We don't normally do Halloween lights. So I feel like that would be like an efficiency thing where you're already out there. You might as well put the Christmas stuff up too.
Sure. I guess I hire someone to put up our Christmas lights.
Of course you do. What's his name?
I'd rather not say.
No, I like that because that's like one of those relatable jokes. Like your jet ran out of fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Like when your Christmas light guy is late.
Isn't that the worst? He puts up everything on your 60-foot roof line, and one of the little twinkly bulbs is out. What am I supposed to do?
What am I paying him for?
Why am I paying this money?
We might be doing our Christmas lights this weekend, but that's because like it's going to be a nice weekend, and like I don't want to be doing it in the snow.
Oh, that's right. You deal with snow.
Yeah. That sucks.
You guys are different.
That is, yeah.
That's true. That's not a thing.
The term you're looking for, Jordan, is blessed.
Blessed with
warm weather.
Heat
Heat stroke.
I've got another tradition. No, to answer the question, yes, I feel like you can do days whenever you want. We are one of those families that's like, why don't we buy the Valentine's Day candy on the 15th and celebrate on the 16th? Like let's get the roses at half off.
Yeah.
So we're definitely that family. It's like, let's do Christmas on the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm working on the 25th. Let's do it on the 26th. Kids won't know.
You're right. You could completely like just rebel against this commercialized, society we're in, where they're selling you stuff at twice the price when it's supposed to be prime time, and just celebrate every holiday a month later when it's all on discount.
So imagine if everyone collectively got together and was like, you know what? Screw the companies. We're all celebrating the next day.
So as a marketer, guess what would happen?
They would then hold the price for the next day. I get it. But that 1 year,
we got it.
Why do you think Black Friday and Cyber Monday happened?
Yeah, of course.
Why do you think there are a whole bunch of sales the day after Christmas? It's because that's when you really make your money as a company.
Sure.
Right afterwards. Now, what is it? Valentine's Day is a different story. Yeah, you're selling all those flowers and trying to move inventory with chocolate day after.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other holidays, they don't care when you buy it. Just buy it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's one of those. We're definitely on team. Make whatever day you want. Also, the Gregorian calendar. You know, like there are other calendars that you can observe.
I feel like we're in the movie Psycho or something.
Yeah, that was an odd shift. That was an odd shift right there.
So apparently we're into murdering dogs.
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. My
That was
wife,
fun. That's what
my
that
wife-
was.
my wife came in like 2 minutes ago and was like, "I'm putting this dog to bed," and the dog is now in the kennel, and we are now 4 days into the dog and then a new puppy, so he has not slept one night in the kennel. That is fun. She did it
Next
on purpose.
week's topic.
My wife did that on
dogs.
purpose. She came in here and said, "I see you doing a podcast, and I'll raise you
Yeah.
a new puppy in a kennel." Like
She- no,
100%.
Actually, she said, "I'm leaving him in here," and you were like, "No, you're not. I'll put him in the kennel." And she's like, "Fine." That was the conversation.
I'm gonna go get him real quick.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in here.
All right.
BRB.
Yeah. Okay. So the other non-holiday tradition for me is going to Tahoe and going skiing. Fun fact: I hate skiing, but we go every year. And for like the first 5 years, I bought a ski lift ticket.
Now, is this water skiing?
No, this is surviving skiing down a mountain.
Oh, I see.
So that's my issue, is that when I get on the skis and I start at the top and I look at the bottom of the mountain, I think I have to survive this. I don't think I have to thrive doing this. I'm like, I need to figure out a way to get to the bottom. Not I get to.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, actually going back to like the holidays, celebrating the holidays on the day. What we get into a lot is a fight between me and my wife on who we're spending the holiday with, right? Like when are we going to do it with her family? When we're going to do it with my family?
Yeah.
And this is where that celebrating the holiday on the day gets tricky, because she wants her family on the day. Like it's about the day. It really matters. And so like where I kind of feel like whatever, man, like we'll do Christmas on, like we can still have the same experience on whatever day we decide to do it.
Yeah, because it's about being together. It's not
Right.
about the actual day.
Yeah. But she still kind of holds to this, like, oh, but we didn't, but I want my parents to actually be there on on Christmas Day, or I want it to be the actual Thanksgiving Day. But you can freaking carve a turkey any day of the year. Like come over for dinner anytime. We can do it.
Yeah, you could even like record all 3 NFL games and play it on a loop, so you feel like it's the same
Exactly.
day. It's very 50
Fall-
first dates.
Fall asleep on the couch.
Oh,
Yeah.
what kind of puppy?
It's a Australian Shepherd
Look at those eyes.
with a lot of
I
energy.
would, but it would eat my soul.
Mm.
Beautiful eyes. Marty, do you like skiing on a mountain with snow?
I do. We haven't skied since we've had children, though.
Rightfully so, because then one of you has to watch them, and the other one, or you have to put them in ski school and see if they're any good.
Yeah. My wife also does not care for the cold, which is why we live in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point of that was that we go to Tahoe every February with a group of people as a tradition and go skiing. And the fun fact was I hate skiing because I feel like I'm gonna die on the way down every time or break a knee because I'm pizzaing so hard.
Oh, I know. I got you.
Yeah.
Are you on the green slope? You're on the green slopes.
The bunnies, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll go on some blue squares, but it's again very because my friends don't. They're like, he'll get it eventually. Just keep throwing him down the mountain.
So why do you keep going? Just because it's tradition?
Yeah, because of the connection, the people. It's I keep thinking, just like anything else, I'll get better at it, and maybe at some point I'll like it. But like your wife, it's cold. My skin starts cracking. I get wet. Like people don't ski at the same speed. It's not like an actual shared experience. It's like at some point, like my cell phone's gonna die. I'm gonna lose the group, or like my AirPods are gonna die. Apparently, a lot of electronics are gonna die.
Yeah, that's your go-to concern every time.
How many times have you done this tradition?
At least 5 where I've gone skiing and been like, every time. Why am I doing? So now we're at the point where I will not buy the ski lift ticket. I'll just go and I'll hang out at the cabin and be like, you guys go skiing. I don't need to.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That sounds great.
It took me that long to realize I could do that because I wanted to be a part of the group. I didn't want
to. Do you have like hot cocoa ready for them when they come back?
They drink a lot of alcohol. There's plenty of beer. That's how they get warm, is by drinking and more drinking.
How many times have they tried to convince you to do snowboarding?
I started. Snowboarding was the first way that I went, and I was like, skiing's the way for me because I need separate. I'm not good at skateboarding either. I was a rollerblader.
Do you surf?
No.
What is the point of living in California?
I'm gonna move.
Where are you moving?
I don't know. Somewhere where it's not cold.
Somewhere where the beer flows like champagne. Little place called Aspen.
Ooh, yeah, that's the opposite direction. But yeah, that's our tradition that I do, even though, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Right. Do we run out of traditions? Are those all of our family traditions?
No, I've got more. Can we keep going?
I would.
Do you want to just run through your list real quick?
Another one is for Christmas, where we go and we get in the car and we take turns saying right, left, or straight.
Oh, that's fun.
And you just go and you look at Christmas lights that way because you're just in random neighborhoods that you wouldn't go to otherwise. You're like, hey, look at that. And so we just do that.
That's a fun bonding experience. Ours non-holiday, we do a tradition every night when we eat dinner at a table, which is usually about 4 to 5 nights a week.
Nice.
We ask each other, we stole this from a movie, but your high-low of the day. Everybody has to go around the table. What was your high point? What was your low point? Those are nice. You learn a lot about your children that way.
What is that from? You said Libby. I don't. Tell
high,
me
low?
more about. Yeah, I don't know anything about this high low.
Yeah, what was the high point of your day, Jordan?
Well, I mean, I understand what you're asking, but I don't. You said this is a Libby thing or something.
A movie. We stole it from a movie.
Oh,
which movie? I guess Jordan wants to know.
Shawshank Redemption. We stole it from Shawshank Redemption, Jordan.
Because it reeks of bagels and regret. That's why.
You know where we lost it.
No. I never know.
I know you know. But Alex, you kind of touched on it before. I have a love-hate relationship with this time of the year when it comes to holidays, because of how I feel like it's a hard pendulum swing for everyone, where seasonal depression is setting in, and it sets in quick and it sets in hard, and it's all because of daylight savings. And all of a sudden you get darkness in the mornings and darkness in the evenings, and it gets cold and it gets gray, especially the further north you go, the darker and the colder and the grayer it gets, and seasonal depression sits in, and everybody goes, you know what I'm going to do to combat this? I'm going to say how much I love Christmas, and I'm going to put on my bells, and I'm going to wear my ugly sweater, and I'm going to dance to Mariah Carey music, and I'm still screaming in sadness internally.
Yeah, I never realized that was like smiling through the pain.
Absolutely. How can you not see the pain behind all of their eyes as they sing All I Want for Christmas?
I just thought they loved Christmas. I don't know.
Nope. Because then think of just the immense and massive letdown, especially for the people whose love language is giving gifts.
Yeah.
They spend this time foraging and looking and finding and scrolling and getting these amazing gifts and giving them to people who ultimately give them an ungrateful reaction. And then the day after Christmas is just over. Letdown. And the only thing I can do is say 51 more weeks until
exactly. Until next year. That's true.
51 more weeks.
That's a breed. There's this type of person.
Mm-hmm. It's a mask is what it is. It's a mask.
Is that because of like the companies? Like, does that have anything to do with our like business mentality and like making you think that you have to buy something for this time? Or is that just something very cheery to hold on to?
Yes, gift giving is a love language, Anna. Sorry. It's all Anna's question pop. We did a whole podcast on love languages, and giving gifts is absolutely 100% a love language.
Yeah, go back and watch that again.
Coming at me with Go Braves.
So for Christmas, I guess this is kind of a tradition that we've started, is that we get the kids something you need, something to read, and something you want, and just kind of keeping it at that. Now we do add some extra things, but I know, like, I want for Christmas at least, and holidays in general, because like I get so sick of like people telling us that we have to buy presents and like doing things on a day, like, oh, this is when you say I love you, this is when you buy a car, this, like, I want to just be someone who will do that. Hey, if you need so like, why wait till Christmas to get something that you need? Like,
sure,
if you need it, you need it. Like, figure out how to buy it and buy it.
Yeah, we've tried really hard to do that philosophy with our grandparents, with my children's grandparents. So my parents and Allison's mother. We've tried to get them to not give presents, but to give presents, and presents by being there. So really, we want them to, take them for a week on an adventure, or take them to, I don't know, the museum and have some sort of event at a museum. I know. So we want them to really schedule outings with them. We've pushed this hard for the last 4 years. And each year it's gone down in flames. They just don't want any part of it. They want to be ones that give them, 10 different boxes to open and a stocking full of candy. And that literally will I have boxes in my oldest son's closet, just sitting there stacked like 6 high, of games and activity sets that he has literally not opened the plastic off of. So we're all donating it back as a family this year.
Great idea.
Yeah, it's just stuff. At heart, I'm a minimalist, and it just hurts my heart when I see all of that stuff going to waste.
Yeah,
I feel like that should be part of a tradition too. Like, you get a gift, you give a gift. So if you're gonna get a bunch of stuff for Christmas, what are you gonna give to someone else then? Like, get rid of some toys.
Yeah, we actually do that for the holidays. So we count up the number of presents they've got, and they have to count up a similar number, same number of what they currently have, and they donate those toys back.
That's cool.
So it's in with the new outfield.
Cool. I just started picturing you like just running it like a boot camp though.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's a checklist, there's an Excel sheet. There's guys, you have 12 gifts. So pick out 12 toys that we're going to throw in a furnace. Let's go. I will make you watch as your tears roll down your cheeks.
You're holding onto a toy. No, not this one.
Watch. Watch.
It's time. Mr. Grumbles is going. Put him in the black bag.
You got 3, you give 3.
He's been taken.
I'll find her.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's a good tradition. I think I would like to incorporate that. Doing some sort of something similar like that.
Here's the rub. Incorporate it for you and your wife as well over the holidays. So the same thing applies to you. You get, you give.
We don't.
No. From others.
Yeah.
Say it.
Sure. yeah. From others, definitely. We're bad at that. We don't like really give gifts for like holidays. We're very much like you were saying. We get things when we need it. So like for the holidays, it's really just experiences where it's like, let's go out to eat, or let's watch a movie. It's never like, here is this gift, because secret, one of us is good at gift giving and the other one isn't. So we stopped doing that.
I can't imagine which one is which. Mark asks, I'm teaching my kids that Santa is real. Is that criminal? No. Why would that be criminal?
It's a lie, but
It's definitely a lie.
It is, but I mean, throw aside the fact that Mark's children are 27 and 32. But why? I mean, you're bringing a little bit of magic for as long as you can possibly wrap your 2 arms around it, Mark. You disagree, Alex, I can see.
It's a very interesting concept because we do it too. I mean, like we facilitate the lie, but like at what point, like do you?
Oh, he's not teaching kids that are.
Yeah, I missed the nod as well. I'm not teaching my.
How
kids.
did we miss the nod?
Is that criminal? No, that's not criminal.
It's not. It's not criminal.
You're doing God's work.
You're a saint.
Exactly.
It's Saint Nick.
So like, just make sure your kids aren't the kids that are going around bursting bubbles.
That's the problem you run into, Mark. If your kids are ruining the magic for everyone else, which it is hard to curtail that urge on a bus when there's a 2nd grade kid sitting next to them believing in Santa, and your kids are just sitting there with a smug look on their face like, you absolute moron. Let me shatter your world real quick. That's a fear that you have to have every night you lay your head against a pillow, Mark.
But yeah, like honestly, like, I got you that gift. It's like, Santa didn't get you that gift. I got you that gift. It's definitely like an issue.
Yeah. So my wife likes to keep pretending Santa is happening, and I laid my foot down saying like, no, he is not going to give them the best gift. He can give them the shitty gifts. Like he can be the stocking guy.
But
let's dive into that psychology real quick. Let's dive into that. So you want to make sure that your children understand and recognize and realize that the best gift came from you and not some character.
Yeah. Good old Saint Nick was kind of he didn't hit the he didn't hit the mark.
So his name is actually Saint Dick in Jordan's house because he brings garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that, Jordan? Is this a you issue?
It's probably a me issue. I'll bring it up at therapy.
I also like your phrasing of I laid my foot down to my wife. Notice how non-aggressive that statement is. He didn't put his foot down. He did not stomp his foot. He didn't set his foot down.
He laid
it softly down
on those throw pillows
next to his wife and said, "What do you think about this?"
That's a lesson to you newlyweds out there. Don't think you have to stomp your foot down.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot more progress if you lay it down.
You got to lay it down.
Mm-hmm.
You got to lay it down.
Did it work? So
that's how he got so many kids.
It
at least 4 times.
Yes, it worked.
Alex, are you a house of magic or are you a house of mayhem when it comes to Saint Nick?
Magic.
magic.
I bet you have a magician's like outfit too.
Probably.
Probably behind you somewhere.
There's definitely some wigs up there. There's a Jack Skellington. I could be Sandy Claus. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, we still throw out reindeer food on Christmas Eve for the reindeers in the yard so that they have something to eat while Santa is inside.
Right.
We do
And
traditional milk and cookies.
gluten-free cookies and almond milk.
Of course. All of those things are absolutely happening.
Yeah.
We have to go to bed at a respectable time to make sure that Santa comes. All those things are still happening.
Yep, my wife still writes a note.
Mhm.
She eats the cookies.
Do you
drinks
do the
milk.
elves? Do you have the Christmas elves?
Do you have Elf on a Shelf?
No, we have one, yes.
But you don't do it.
My wife did it once, and I think I probably discouraged her because I wasn't.
Mommy, why isn't Buddy moving this year?
Because you touched him.
Show me on him.
Yeah, I think we're year 5 or 6 of Twinkle and Star the elves that come after the day after Thanksgiving, and they move every night. And sometimes,
so not Elf on the Shelf. This is like
yeah. That's what
it
it is. And
Oh.
sometimes we get very elaborate with some of the setups, especially pre-TikTok.
I
Very,
bet.
very elaborate.
Hershey Kisses involved, I'm sure.
Oh, a lot more elaborate than that.
Okay. Are you going to do a series this year on your Elf on the Shelf?
I didn't last year.
No?
No, that's for me. That stays right here.
Can you share anything with us? Like your most favorite,
I'll send you guys some pictures for sure.
but not everyone. Not everyone who's attending the podcast.
Oh God, no.
It's too much work for me to have to remember once they go to sleep to then move it and rearrange it. I'd definitely be that person who completely forgot and then like how come he didn't move? I have to explain it.
Yeah, they touched him.
Oh,
He lost his Christmas spirit for one day.
but he's dealing with some stuff right now. Just leave Buddy alone.
Fill up mommy's wine glass.
I'm mommy in this, by the way. Yeah, we know.
Mark is still just hitting hard and fast.
We
fun.
agree with you. I agree with you, Mark.
No one's debating you, Mark. The only issue that you and I might have is if the child is breaking the spirit. If that connection, that emotional distress is caused by someone else, that's sad. That's very sad.
But yeah, it's good not to lie to them. Like, I honestly I feel like you should tell kids the truth. Like they can actually process it.
And you can still make it fun. Like you can tell them like this is something we like to kind of pretend. Like this is happening. This is like a made up story. It's just kind of for fun. And like as they get older, like my oldest, like she gets it, and it's kind of like now she's kind of having fun.
Helping.
She kind of winks at you like Santa brought it, and they have.
She
fun
says it
doing
just
that.
like that too.
Are you raising Popeye? What's happening?
Did you
He
see
brought
what
you some spinach again?
Santa? All right. Well, that seems like a good ending.
Doesn't it, though?
Well, wait. Anna requested some two truths and a lie.
Okay.
Oh my God! But you're not prepared, Jordan.
I am not prepared. Or am I?
You're not.
Not at all.
We can do it though, if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we keep it the holiday theme, or is it kind of run and shoot, whatever you want?
I think it's traditions.
Oh, it's traditions.
We'll try to.
We just rattled off all of our traditions.
Yeah, but now it's the
Not
true or
all of
false
them.
about them.
Okay. I got you. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, you got one? You want to start?
Yeah, I will.
For a second.
I will start. It is a tradition for me that every time I get out of my car, I will press the lock key 3 times, and I have to hear the honk 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It is a tradition for me that every time I put on my clothes, I will put on my underwear and my socks and then the clothes. I cannot do it in any other order. And it is a tradition for me that every time I shot a free throw while playing basketball to this day, from age probably 6 to this day, if I'm shooting a free throw, I will lick the palm, but like my hand, put it on the back of my shoes to get any dust off, wipe my hands, dribble, 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 spin, shoot every single time.
Okay, I think it's the second one.
The lie is the third one.
No, it's the second one.
Oh,
Alex was correct.
That's just weird. Who puts
That's
their
just
socks
madness.
on?
Who put your socks on before
I
you
feel
put
like
your
you used that one before too.
No, of course not.
So let's see. My traditions. For my birthday, we were at a skating rink, and my birthday was ruined because my mom broke her arm. That's the first one. The second one was at a Birmingham Barons game. For another birthday, I caught a foul ball and had them sign it, which was kind of a big deal. On the third one is, I had it.
Here's what you don't know at home. The third one, no, if he can remember it or not, was absolutely going to be the truth.
I got it. When I do well in sporting, when I do well in softball, I act like I'm John Cena and I put my hand in front of my face like you can't see me.
Got it. True. First one is a lie.
I'll guess first one too.
The second one, I've never caught a foul ball. I've never caught a foul ball. Still
I was
sad about
waiting.
that.
I was
like
waiting
you
for you to
said-
say something like Michael Jordan hit the foul ball.
That was so. I was gonna say.
I
he
knew
signed
you were.
it.
I knew you were.
I was like, that's not gonna be true.
I'm just waiting for you to say Jordan. Going
I was
lie.
about to. I was about to. I did 1,000%.
Oh,
Jordan, you ready?
Yeah. Okay. So we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. We always cook the stuffing in the turkey for Thanksgiving. And we always go see Christmas lights for Christmas.
The first one.
number 2.
Which one?
Number 2. He was number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
Number two was a lie. Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. There.
Correct.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, my wife hates anything with bones. Like so, like the idea of cooking the stuffing.
she said.
Yeah,
The idea of cooking the stuffing in the turkey just disgusts her.
Hating the idea of bones. This segment was brought to you by Beard Daddy. Beard Daddy, get that big bone away from my face.
Your daddy. Ow! That was way too loud.
All right.
Yeah, that was it. That was a good one.
Yeah. So, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to brush your beards and
Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Ooh, I like it. See you next week.
love ya.